Hello friends, my name is RageKingdom1 and this is going to be an update to my free-to-play account. I think we're going to be making some big strides today, so I want to get that documented. But I want to have some tips along the way and maybe a little entertainment value. So the first thing that we're going to do is I have to re-clear Dungeon Descent. Now I'm not going to bore you with that whole process, but what I am going to do is I'm going to test a comment that I got on yesterday's video that says when you're having a hard time in Dungeon Descent, you can go in with your 5 best champions, but once you start a fight, remove one of the champions and only fight with 4. And for some reason, this is supposed to be easier, possibly a scaling bug. If it is an exploit of some kind, I am not going to be recommending it because I don't want anybody getting in trouble, but I am going to test and see if there's something to it, and I will report back to you on that one. And hopefully that means we're going to be getting a mythic Fulgur companion, even though we don't have one right now, because I'll let you have a peek in my little bago over here, and you'll be surprised to find that there's 2,200 of some of these items. I may have been hoarding just a little bit, but that's okay, especially since we have an intimacy challenge going on. So I'm going to get some good stuff in there, but I'm probably not going to win because I am still just a free-to-play guy. Gonna start off with the same team we started off yesterday, and I'm just gonna go into the first battle and, you know, we'll test. We're supposed to take out one of our characters. I suppose I will take out my female White Eyes for now, and if I'm going to be doing it that way, I think I want everybody to be in this position so I can drag the enemies together and then push them all back with my Samir and do really good stuff with my spins. Not gonna lie, they are dying super fast. What? What? I haven't changed anything. Okay, this is even supposed to be one of the harder ones because they got the number 2 position female Lux. Normally, it's recommended that you skip these fights, and I will also say that when there's a female Karguk on the enemy team, it can be a bad day. But why is this working? Why is this working so well? What's happening? I'm down just a little bit of health on my female Samir, but nothing too crazy. And I do have some heals there and a revive available, but I am crushing, and I don't have anything. Well, now you know. So shout out to Jimmy Anderson for hopefully making this entire run super easy. I'm gonna skip the whole rest of it, but I'll report back to you when it's done. Now hopefully I can capture this happening because this has been hilarious. My female Samir has been dying every single round because she takes a ton of damage and then the male Samir pushes her away. My male Lume gets the ult off and then she generally dies and gets revived. It happened 5 rounds in a row. Of course, when I try to record it, it ain't gonna happen because to heck with me and all of my plans. But I'm gonna try one more battle because that is hilarious. You know what? It's fine. I didn't want to show you guys anyway, so just forget I said anything. Okay, and I suppose I'll just throw in another tip here that people were... Never mind. Never mind. I guess we're just gonna have Potion of Rage available right away, and we're gonna buy that and not reset. But when you get to one of these stopping points every 5th floor, you can check the merchant here in our Huntsdorf, and if you don't like what you see, you can back out of it, and you can go back to the safe level, which will bring you back to another version of the same store where you can try again to buy a new item. And according to the internet, now remember, this is the internet. This isn't me saying this. This is just what I heard on the grapevine. You can get another chance at a different item. And if you do that at stage 5 here, you can ensure that you're going to get a better run more often. So all in all, this took about an hour, and the verdict is in on our little starting with 4 people when you start your fights. And, you know, it helped for like the first 5 levels, and then it got pretty hairy, and you saw me start to lose some people. I switched back to 5 characters after that, and it worked out just fine. So I would say that it does help. I would not say that it's an exploit. I don't feel like it's really like screwing up their scaling, and that's what's making you win. I feel like it's more, for me, it felt like it was more because the enemy was condensing itself that was making it a thing. So it did definitely help me, and I would say if you are going to do that, I would probably make sure to clear out the first 2 levels almost completely. You kill everything so fast, and you really need to start stacking the buffs. If you don't, like I didn't, it ends up being quite an issue pretty quickly. Since we're doing a little bit of an account update here, I should mention that I did get 3rd place team-wise in my last Valley of Conquerors, and I got 13th place on my personal rank, and I got myself a little mythic tank weapon here. So that is super cool. I do not have one of those on my main account at all, much less one that is class specific, so pretty excited about that in general. Hey, congratulations to us. We got a new man in our lives. And he's carrying, well, that's suggestive. Game, what is you doing? What is you doing? I don't know if I can keep that on my account. They're gonna question why I have that on the YouTubes. All right, so now we are just cranking that intimacy up. And just like that, we got ourselves a mythic. He's been on the account for, I don't know, however long to do thousands of clicks. That is Anaconda, which, by the way, does not want none unless you got buns, hun. So, as you likely know, our next goal is going to be getting our Griffin in order so that we can take care of our districts. He's very cheap to get high intimacy, and yeah, I think that's going to be very helpful with us. That means one more reset of Dungeon Descent. We'll have another one, and I already have enough almost to get a mythic. Also, what the heck is going on with this guy? I've never taken a good look at all the male companions here, but you girls are freaky sometimes. Good lord. Now, I got plenty of energy potions here, and I want to get a couple of copies rolling on this, so we're going to be doing that. Now, what we're really missing here is copies of the male. And I think that it's worth it because I don't need that many to just try to farm them out so that I can get him to a usable state. I think that's going to be more help to my account than anything else right now. As fate would have it, we've gotten way more copies of the female, so I'm just going to make her as big as possible right now. I don't want to waste all of my energy potions because we're going to be able to create more mythics over time, and I think that'll work just fine. We are a bit low on ascension materials, but you know what? I don't really care for female Lume personally. I know some people like her. I'm gonna get rid of all these copies because I don't have the companion anyway, and I'm just looking for my early game power spike. So usually I don't do that, but today I'm doing that. Now, for those friendly followers of the free-to-play account, you may recall that we are doing pretty well on mage equipment right now, having 3 mythic items before we're even really getting legendary items, and that is awesome. And also, we are going to reset this lady. She's still gonna be used more than likely on the team, but everything she's got, including her skill book, is gonna go to our brand new 8-star female Fulgur, complete with perfectly... Okay. Well, my game has crashed, and, you know, I'm hurt. Honestly, I'm hurt, and I'm distraught. So, if you could just give me a minute. Alrighty then. This character is so powerful they crashed my game twice. Let's hope that it doesn't happen a third time. As I was saying, her traits are not the best. She does have Brutal. It is level 18. That's awesome. Of course, she's got that hulking, and you know we love that. Now, we're going to give her the best equipment we possibly can. I am going to be heavily investing into that, and I am going to be using her as my primary damage dealer for the most part, so she's going to end up fully booked, and that means I'm going to have to change my team. So first, I'm going to do some marriages and show you all of that, and then I'm going to change my team and let you know how it all worked out. Very, very interesting. I came in here to produce some more Travains, so I had some extra stuff that I could marry on, and I just happened to get the Sallyhorn companion for free. That's pretty sweet, I guess. Unfortunately, I don't have much use for that guy right now, but we are going to be doing some courting here, produce some traits, and hopefully what I would like to do is I'm going to go brutal, fierce, athletic, and energetic, because I don't have all that many options on this account right now. Come on, baby. Well, there's our athletic. We're just going to have to switch some other stuff around to get it transferred over. Very nice. Another option for our athletic. A bad energetic. I don't want a bad energetic, but I guess if I have to take it, then it is what it is. All right, that's all the resources I'm willing to put into that, so we'll probably end up with a bad energetic, or maybe I'll just throw agile on there and, you know, go full DPS like I tell everybody to never do. I'm gonna leave it up to chance. If I get the hybrid here, then I'm gonna keep it, and if I don't get the hybrid here, then we're not going for a hybrid at all. There you go. That's your answer. Thanks, RNGesus. You really helped me out of a bind. So now the reason that I built the way I did, and keep in mind, these other people are not built pretty much at all for traits. I don't think I've married any of them, but still, we've got level 160 here, 22k, 280 at 29k. We've got another 280 here at 34k. Now we're getting pretty strong. And then when we look at our female Fulgur, she's level 320 with 171,000. What? That is strong. And of course, we've got a fierce on top of that and a stacking hulking. So she's gonna be dropping the hammer hammer. Let's check it out. All right, so in my districts, we've got a bunch of good Fulgurs just crushing it with making us have good scores. And that's a big deal for us because we are only at 57k. So the fact that we're getting 12k just from this one node is kind of huge. And it's an indication that we need to try to push up to 16.5 as soon as we can. I think we're going to be able to do that pretty soon, but not quite yet. Now we got a level 320 here who's absolutely huge and perfect. We're going to be putting her on a team with the male Tidestorm. Now this male Tidestorm's real close to being able to ascend one more time, but he is only a rare and I have not trait tuned him or anything yet. I don't think there's much reason to, but just to show you what traits can do for you. Now this guy doesn't have anything for strength that's going to affect his numbers right now. When he gets into battle, it'll scale up from his inherent. She's got all the traits she needs. She's got 171k. He's got 49. So as you can tell, the athletic right now is doing a ton of work, just an absolute ton of work on that. Now there's a slightly unfortunate situation that goes along with this build, and that is that I need to put her towards the front because I'm trying to hit as many people as possible with my line attack, and he's going to be pushing people in. This guy will be running in. It'll create a line. I have the male Tidestorm to bring this in as well, so hopefully, I don't know if that's going to pull through if my Samir is doing his dash. We're going to find out, but we're hoping for our line attack, not our ultimate, but our active skill to be doing most of the work here, and I bet that's what we're going to find out. I sure do bet you. Yep, that auto killed a couple of people. Of course, we're pretty high for this team, but I have to do a battle or two before it realizes that I'm stronger than I used to be. Now this battle should be much more even, and I think because of the succubus here, we want to be switching this around, and that should do just fine. Let's see if we can get ourselves a nice little line attack right into that. Oh, she aimed it like poop. That was unfortunate. Maybe if I had her in the middle position there, it would have been better. I will try that next time. Let's see if they can still do the thing. That's the important part, right? Boom, baby. Let's check out our damage on that one. Oh yeah, she's slapping. She is slapping. It's funny that the male Tidestorm did so much damage himself because he's just not set up for it. Just male Tidestorm is just that good. Now this one is a rough choice, but I think that I'm gonna go over on the sides here, and I am gonna put my female Fulgur right in the middle there. We'll just see how that works out. Didn't get as many people in my push as I would have liked, but that's okay. We are punching above our weight here, so... My God, she just destroyed everybody. What? That is some power right there. Are you kidding me? Just erased the whole field. Well, obviously, I'm very happy with my purchase. That was a long time coming for this account because I've been a little slow, like I said before, but we're keeping things moving now and we should be able to grind through Dungeon Descent even faster than ever before. I think I have a little bit of tuning that I need to do, and likely I am going to have to bring in my male Sallyhorn, which luckily is a mythic, and I think that's going to help me set up my line attacks even better. Right now, it's not so certain that the Samir is going to get them grouped up before she does her line attack, and we are suffering from that a little bit, but she still seems to clean it up pretty well. Now, I probably have an hour left of editing on this video, and I spent 2.5 hours recording it, so if you did like the video and I earned that from you, please do take a couple seconds and press on that like button to help me out with the algorithm. But for now, I want to thank you for watching. I have been RagePanda1, and I will see you in the next one.